I suppose all that's left is to speak with Sir Charles Halle. After that, we'll be done with the list. Of course, there is much more to explore, especially now that this case has turned into murder. If nothing else, I'm sure you wish to call in the victim's home, as we've done before. That's right. I am learning Holmes. Oh, the carriage stopped. We must have arrived. What? Oh, right. We should ask the desk. Excuse me. May I ask if Sir Charles is in today? I'm sorry. Sir Charles isn't here yet. It's not like him at all, though. He should be here. Well, that's unfortunate. Could you give us his address? Sure. He lives on Eaton Terrace, at number 44, I believe. Dr. Goldfire? I mean, yes. He comes here from time to time. Well then, have you seen him with Sir Charles? Were they friends? Friends? That's odd. I must admit that I would never imagine Dr. Goldfire the type to have friends. But, to answer your question, yes. I've seen them together on multiple occasions, and while they were distant towards each other, there didn't seem to be any animosity between them. I see. Thank you for your assistance. Anytime, ma'am. What was intriguing? The person's particular words? I do not follow. Oh. You meant that bit they slipped out about how Sir Charles typically isn't late. You think this is a clear indication of something? Possibly. I think people just make a mistake and become late on occasion. Perhaps something happened out of his control, and he was called away. Or perhaps he will be at home when we come to investigate, and everything will be sorted out in this miniature mystery. Oh right, we've arrived. I forgot that this trip takes little to no time by carriage. Oh, darn. Go ahead and knock on the door for us. Somehow I snagged my dress on something, and I don't want to rip it being hasty. Has he still not answered? That is rather strange. What? Why is the door open? Wait a second! Why are you opening the door? Are you mad? We cannot just walk into someone's house unannounced. Wait! Come back here. Never mind. Sir Charles? Are you home? Holmes, I don't think he's home. Perhaps we shouldn't be wandering around his house like common thieves. Okay, we really shouldn't go into another person's office and... Oh no. Come on. Come on. No pulse. He's dead. 2 dead. In a single day. What in heavens is going on? We should call the police. Wait, why? Oh, to investigate privately before they arrive. Of course. Well, I suppose I'll investigate the body. You can search the room for anything of interest. I would hardly know what you'd be looking for in a situation like this anyway. Might as well start with the obvious. His position. He's lying on his stomach on the floor. His left arm is lying along the length of his body, while the right lies near his head. The middle finger on his right hand seems to be stained with ink. However, the most important aspect is his head. The right side is bloody. It had to have been hit with a blunt object of some sort. Holmes, have you discovered anything you wish to share? The fireplace? What of it? Look within it. Wait a minute. A cane. That clearly someone tried to burn. There's a crest on it. Let me kneel down and take a look. That's the crest of the University of London. There's no doubt about it. I got my medical degree from there. The engraving underneath states, Promotion, 1878, G. Taubman Goldfire. Why is this cane even here? I suppose it's up to you to figure out the answer to that question. In the meantime, I will call for Scotland Yard. Well, that was highly unexpected. Was that what Dr. Goldfire meant in that note he left behind? That he killed Sir Charles somehow and decided to take his own life afterwards? But what purpose did Goldfire have in killing him? This is only getting more confusing, at least to me. We can only hope that something at Dr. Goldfire's house can make some sense out of this. Right. Searching through the doctor's things would give us the greatest grasp on his current affairs. Not to mention, no one tends to hide anything too intensely within the confines of their own home. Perhaps we'll find the thread that will unravel this case there. There it is. 82 Hastings Street. Quite upper-class housing. Though every building looks almost like a copy of the other. Go ahead and knock, Holmes. Yes? Nice to meet you. Dr. Goldfire hired us to do some work.
The doctor's not in, and I don't know when he'll be back.
Right. Like Mr. Holmes has said, we have an appointment with him. Do you think it would be possible for us to wait for him here?
I suppose you can. Don't do me any harm. Wait over there. That's the door to his private office.
I suppose she doesn't know what has transpired. Do you think we should have told her? You're right. It would be hard to find an alternative way to gain access to the doctor's home. It just feels strange, hiding the truth in such a serious matter. Goodness. Dr. Goldfire certainly liked his office cluttered. Not unlike you at times. It looks like a wing of the British Museum with all these skeletons in here. Most of them look to be from animals. Oh, a photograph. A touch of warmth is always nice within all of this. It must be a family portrait. May I see? A beautiful couple, the two sons, another young woman, and a man with a heavy moustache. The second lady looks like the governess when she was younger. Quite a nice photograph. Better set this back down before I break something. Since you're already searching in those drawers, I'll look through the cabinets. Oh my. Brains. In jars. There's names and dates on them. Why, they're brains of some of the most famous murderers of Europe. An entire catalogue of psychopaths. The Hamburg Ripper, John Carter the Bristol Child Slayer, and our old friend, the giant rat of Sumatra. Do you remember him? Uh-huh. What is that in your hand? Keys? Where did you find those? Oh, right. In the desk drawer. Are you just going to take them? Of course you are. Wait. Where are you headed off to? You can't just search around the house. What if the governess sees you? You really think they'll believe you if you just say you were searching for a bathroom? Well, I don't want to be left alone here. I'll just go with you. Please, Holmes. Thank you. I'm trying to be quiet, Holmes. Forgive me for not dressing for a reconnaissance mission. Everything so far looks like a typical abode of a renowned doctor. Yes, I'm following. Where are you taking us? The attic? Why What is this? An armored door with a heavy lock and 2 keyholes? What doctor in his right mind needs something like this in their attic? The security is better than the Tower of London. Can you see anything through the keyhole, Holmes? No? Well, it's to be expected. Is anyone on the other side? I can't hear anything. And you can't see anything. I know you want to go in. Go ahead and do what you must. This is someone's living quarters. I mean, it's spacious and not even in a deplorable state. Clearly, one half is a bedroom, while the other is a study. Why would Dr. Goldfire have this room locked behind such a foreboding door? Right. Considering the iron bars on the window, it can be assumed that the door was in place to keep someone in, though clearly they aren't here now. What? The bars have been pried? Then whoever was in here found a way out and put the bars back to create the illusion that they couldn't have escaped through this method. Holmes, this does not seem good at all. Quickly, we have to finish our search in here. Who knows when someone will realize we're up here? You look in the desk drawers while I search through the piles. Whomever was in here seems to have a subject preference when it comes to reading material. Titles such as Observations on Men, Obsessions and Phobias, The Human Mind, and these are just a few of them. Not to mention some of these books are in French or German. These aren't books for the layman. The person who was in here had to have been fairly intelligent to focus all of their reading on matters of the mind and psyche. Not to mention the additions of French and German. The common man on the street doesn't just happen to know English, French, and German at a high enough level to read such intensive text. Wait. Holmes. This is the same family portrait that was on Dr. Goldfire's desk. Why would it be in here as well? What the devil? I should have never let you out of my sight, you miscreants. Where is... Out! The both of you. You don't even respect the privacy of this house.
Wait, governess, please, we meant no harm, we just...
Holmes, something was going on in that house.